Let's go make this little watercolor rosebud stationery. I needed a card and I'm writing to somebody special, so I thought making a little watercolor would be a good idea. The watercolors that I'm using are both metallic and just flat, so they have a little bit of a sheen to them, which I like. Here I'm starting off with my shape, which will be the base of my biggest rosebud, and it is magenta in color, as you can see. Just wanting to give a little bit of shape. My goal here is to really start to have a base for my different layers. I definitely add some water to dilute that magenta so that my layers begin. I'm also just going to give a hint of metallic gold just on some of these little edges. Let's start to build the base and tipping it off in that triangular motion, nice and light. The green overlapping just a little bit and coming in with a darker amount so that we see the variation. In my composition, I want to have my other rosebud down below here and just planting it and also taking one off the edge, continuing that story in the imagination. We don't have to have everything just on the flat surface. We build it off as well. And the triangular little touch, just a hint, of course, on the one coming off. But sitting in the green looks like a nice contrast to that magenta. Going back up here. You can add water to help give that variation. That's the beauty of watercolors. Just to fill it in a little bit with lighter. And now I'm actually using a peach color. And it blends naturally into these layers. The actual addition of water gives a highlight to that magenta. And wanting to bring in my leaves. I'm doing the outline first and giving some heaviness. And filling it in secondarily. Wanting to get some green in the background. And I don't want to disrupt that magenta, so I have to be very careful here to go around it. For me, my favorite part about the watercolors is the natural way that the pigment collects and contrasts with the water. So in this case, we have some nice layers of the green. As it blends and moves with the other colors, an edge comes in particular with watercolors. It's just so pretty. Now visiting my bud at the top, I'm looking at its shape and constantly monitoring the way the composition is. I know that I vacillate between the leaves and the rosebuds. Just bringing in a little darker green here. Wanting to get that shape, and I like how the other portions are light. A little bit of yellow just to give it some nice highlight. Allowing it to blend with the greens. I have a forest green and a lighter green in there. And I want to balance it, so what I do to one side I want to do to some degree on the other side. It doesn't have to be as much, but it should be a little bit of a balance. Fill in that gap. That's a little bit of that forest green. It was too dark, so what I did was I took water and diluted it and dragged it down. It took it away, which was lucky. It's fun to work with watercolors. You get to play with it, and there's that little bit of yellow down below as well. Just letting the colors blend with my help of adding a little water where I need to, or some new pigment from the watercolors. Want to balance out the shape, make it a little more mature of a rosebud on the verge of opening as opposed to the other two. And some water so I have that gradation. I see just a hint of the green. I'm going to put a little bit of the green on top of the magenta because it's dried enough that it will sustain itself and its color without mixing. You can see that it has that very gentle little metallic component. It's subtle. When we get closer to it, it'll be more obvious. A little sprig. Continue that story down below. Balancing it from left to right. Want to bring in a little bit of darker right here so it defines that center leaf. And I'm feeling the need to bring out the shape a little bit. That shape is definitely more preferable. I like to paint on my little cake spinner because sometimes I get a different perspective by turning it upside down like I just did. It shows me where the balance is or what I like. And it's nice to maneuver when I'm looking head on as well, just so that I'm able to drag my brush easily in places. By taking the magenta and the pink and diluting or making it stronger as a mass, you can see the different layers. Bringing in a little bit of light here with the petal pink, just a little bit. And touching it with a little bit of that yellow as well. Final touches to give a little depth to these layers. And I'm satisfied. Let's take a closer look. Here you can see the tips and the depth of the magentas, pinks highlighted with the yellows, and also the petal pink. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, I am wishing you happy watercolor creations. Have a great day.